second release will be going live, targeted for September the 15th. Let's talk about that ultimate kickoff field pass, RG. One of the new features here in Madden 23, these field passes, and boy, there are a whole lot of rewards out there, and I start off right at the top at level 3 with that 76 overall ultimate kickoff player and a contender token. Tell me a little bit about these contender tokens.
I don't have the whole, 411 on the contender token. I don't know if 411's like super outdated, so sorry if it is. But what I do know from my understanding is people will be able to earn those contender tokens and then use those contender tokens to help them boost the OVR of the player rewards that they'll be able to earn through house rules. You'll be able to earn one player this week, which we'll reveal during this broadcast, and there will be a second player that you'll be able to earn during part 2 of the program next week. So from my understanding, these contender tokens will come into play when it comes to bumping up the OVR of those house rule reward players.
Yeah, you see there 2 opportunities to earn those contender tokens at level 3 and level 14. And before we talk about that level 7, there's a whole lot of XP here, RG. I know a lot of people still working towards that Dave Casper. It seems like this is a great opportunity to get some of that field pass XP.
Great point, Nick. I'm one of those people that's still grinding for my Casper. I think we added it all up. I believe it's 175,000 season XP that you can earn during this ultimate kickoff pass, so field pass. So that's a lot of XP to go towards that Casper. So to me, that's a huge W. I love when I can kind of double dip, earn progress on my field pass for the program, but that also helps me earn progress on my season pass. So definitely a dub there with the 175K XP up for grabs.
Well, I know you guys are looking for some player reveals, so let's reveal our first one. You see it there at level 7, an account-bound 87 overall Teron Armstead. Gee, just taking a look at his numbers, this seems like a guy that is in the upper echelon of left tackles out there, and is somebody that's going to shore up the offensive line for a lot of those Madden Ultimate Team fans. Out there looking and wondering how many solo challenges they're going to be able to get. Well, guess what? There are 48 solo challenges out there, RG, with a whole lot of XP up to grab. Are you a guy that's grinding those solos?
It's sad, Nick. I used to be a competitive player, a head-to-head guy. Now that I'm a father of 1, a lot less time I've become the solo challenge god. I'm always out there earning my stars, earning my XP. And you know what I love about solo challenges? It's a great place to lab. I get to watch some of these guys that compete in the MCS, see what they're doing, and try some of that stuff out during some of these challenges. It's actually helped my game a lot. So I've, as a guy that's never dabbled in the solo challenges, the way these field passes work this year, they really incentivize me to do it, earn those stars, earn that XP. That XP also helps me with my season pass, so I'm a big solo challenge guy. And as you see on this graphic right here, there's going to be plenty of solo challenge opportunities for our players in this ultimate kickoff program.
Plus, if you lose a solo challenge, you're not going to get a mean message on Xbox, okay? It's a safe space. I love that. Are you saying that when my baby comes in November, I'm going to be a solo challenge goon at that point?
Hey, congratulations, Pop and Nick. Yeah, I think first off, I think you're going to be an awesome dad, and yes, I think any of the other fathers out there in the chat can attest to this. It becomes a lot harder to hop into head-to-head games when you got child duty on deck, because you never know when you might get called. In a solo challenge, you can pause it, get on over there, but in a head-to-head game, there is no pausing, and that could be rough when you're living that dad life.
Look at some more ways to earn those that field pass XP. Completing some sets, 5 and 10 sets. You'll be able to get some field pass XP, and we talked about that contender token set as well. Pretty easy way to earn some XP and to earn some players. We'll reveal some of those sets in just a little bit. Let's talk stat objectives. Gee, this is one of the ones that people like to see. And when you look at the field pass stat objectives, the first one that catches my eye, 750 XP for 15 sacks. It feels like here in Madden 23 that should be pretty attainable.
For sure. The thing that I love about the stat objectives is these are things that'll just happen naturally as you're playing the game. I know some of them may require you to have an ultimate kickoff player in your lineup or a certain number of ultimate kickoff players in your lineup, but besides that, I mean, you're naturally going to rush for yards, you're naturally going to get sacks, pass for 100 yards in a single game. Like, this is all stuff that you're just going to do naturally, so as long as you have the ultimate kickoff players in your lineup to get these done, they should be pretty passive objectives, which I love. I love passively making progress to things. And you know, I revealed some of those elites and heroes earlier. They were low level. Some of them, you know, weren't my favorite items, but those items are great if you are just looking for some, you know, cheaper plug and play players to get into your lineup as you go after objectives like this. So they definitely do serve a purpose outside of just, you know, sets and team chemistries. They can also help you with these objectives for sure.
As we keep looking through those field pass objectives, I love this, head-to-head and solo battles. These objectives can be completed in either mode. So if you're a guy that plays online a lot, or if you're somebody who would prefer to go to the solo battles, here's some way to earn some XPG. And this is a way that if one of these things is a little tougher for you, if you're struggling against those head-to-head streets, you can head into solo battles and complete it.
Yeah, I've become the solo battles god as well, Nick, and I actually like solo battles. You put it on Legendary, you can get some decent games. I actually mentioned it on GMM this morning. I saw a couple of comments of people saying they've been getting rocked in solo battles. So you never know, Nick. I might have to boot up GMM one morning and knock out some solo battles for the people. They can see how I get it done. But again, I just love what you said, though, the fact that if you want to earn this through head-to-head play, or if you're not a head-to-head player and you'd rather earn it in a competitive offline experience, you can do that too. So I just love, again, the accessibility of these type of you know, objectives to get your XP towards the ultimate kickoff field pass.
Yeah, and last but certainly not least, inside house rules. Pretty simple. You win 10 house rules games, 20 and 30. You can earn some additional XP. Now let's talk about house rules, and let's first reveal our second player. This is what we're talking about with those contender tokens, a way to power it up. This week, the house rules player that you can earn at 86 overall is none other than Mr. Bones, Julio Jones. Now rocking with Tom Brady in Tampa. I know there's a lot of Bucs fans who are excited to see what Julio can do. RG, big thing with Julio Jones, as we've seen in Madden 23, this is a tall wide receiver, and that can be really beneficial to your team.
6'3", definitely one of the taller wide receivers. Gets the Falcons, Titans, and Bucs team chemistry. He also gets a couple custom ability buckets that he normally wouldn't be able to get. He can get Outside Apprentice, he can get Matchup Nightmare, and I did check his Tier 2 ability bucket. I actually loaded him up in game. He does get mid or short out elite, or short, mid, and short in elite for 2 AP.